Hello there. What's up, everybody? I'm just going to address the previous commentary video that I did about the permaban issues and stuff. While I'm still thinking that the Sega's communication between the players are still quite flawed, but I believe there is something that are missing in between this situation here. And I wanted to clarify that I am not able to confirm if Percent Plus statements or whatever that he said is actually true or not. Because there are other factors like apparently there's a conspiracy theory about like 4chan's attack on mass banning players just because they got banned or something. And there are some very toxic reports about what those players has actually written in their chat logs. So I don't really want to stand on any side of this whole drama per se, which is because this is just really not a topic that I really wanted to enter into because it's just pointless, frankly. But because we have even attracted somebody like MMO Byte, who actually have made a video specifically covering this issue itself, I had to actually step up and clarify stuff. Is that Sega should have provided them a much more clear version of what is going on, like why they got banned, what are the chat logs they have recorded in the systems, and so on. But apparently, according to him, the picture that is shown here is that they are painfully unable to reveal the reason for his permaban because of TOS. It will be breached if they were to tell them the reason. So apply this to all permaban issues that's been happening so far, and I believe it's definitely the same issue again. And this player, while he already stated that he even written like a long form of a tweet longer kind of a reply on his Twitter about how he just move on from this whole issue. You know what? I'll have to commend him on moving on because he's gotten banned for 6 months, and I don't think he's going to be willing to come back to the game even if the ban has been lifted so far. Because I guess in the past there's a lot of toxicity issues or a lot of those hate bandwagons happening back then, and it has probably caused a lot of players got banned because of that. And after that kind of a situation, I believe any game would have a lot of players just exodus away from that game because they probably have a bad taste in their mouth already and they don't really feel like they wanted to return to the game that banned them permanently for saying something toxic or just being having some inappropriate behavior in the game in front of a GM and so on. But hopefully in the future they are able to address all these things much more clearer in their statements instead of just leaving every player in the dust like this. But for now, I just think like, you know, maybe they are just unable to solve their issues personally. Maybe this is just out of the jurisdiction of all the Sega staff that are involved with all these permaban cases, hence why they are not able to do anything at all. This is what is going on with a lot of companies, I believe, not just Sega. I believe this going on with a lot of other gaming companies as well. They don't really address their player that much because the higher ups are probably thinking that the players' feedbacks are sometimes not accepted because of how vague they are or how preposterous they are sometimes. Hence why they are not able to, you know, fulfill all our feedbacks. And this applies for everything in general in every company's workspace as well. Sometimes the consumers are not exactly able to provide right and conscious decisions. Sometimes it's just has to be a balancing game in between the devs, like choosing, is there a proper solution that is okay for both the developers and the players themselves? Is there any decision that is actually, you know, okay for both sides instead of just catering for one side? They are always going to be on the fence on a lot of issues, and this is definitely one of the part of it. And I really wanted to just, you know, skip all these issues because I think in general this whole issue is just going to bring bad taste to more players outside of the PSO2 community, because I believe this game deserves more better press than just this bad press alone, you know. I mean, I understand MMO Byte covering it to show some justice for this player, but at the same time, some people apparently just revealed some very damning evidences against that player as well. In the end, I just don't really want to stand on any sides and just be done with it as soon as possible, just like how KOEG said so. So this is basically just my stance now. I'm not going to say Percent Plus is wrong or SEGA is wrong or anything. I don't really want to judge anybody on if they are worthy of accepting the permaban status or not. I just wish that the communication in general be much more clearer, and not because of the TOS restricting them from voicing out the proper information that we players should be acknowledged about, instead of being left in the dust for this long like how this player got. So yeah, that's all I wanted to address for today, and I hope everybody is just going to be enjoying the game. Don't burn out yourself, and peace out.